140 exclusives to binge in the back catalog, new videos every week, bug Buckley on Discord, and you're keeping this channel alive. Support a real human making real content at patreon.com/doseofbuckley. The idea behind artificial intelligence is that it's an attempt to replicate, or even improve upon, human intelligence. But what happens when you're trying to use artificial intelligence to replace no intelligence? Well, you get AI rap music. So, gather around, kids, and let me tell you the tale of FN Meka, the so-called virtual rapper who went from TikTok superstar with over 1 billion views to virtual Milli Vanilli basically within a week or two. FN Meka was advertised as an AI rapper. The company responsible for it, a group called Factory New, claimed that proprietary technology analyzed certain popular songs of a specified genre and generates recommendations for the various elements of a song construction, lyrical content, chords, melody, tempo, sounds, etc. We then combine these elements to create the song. So, right off the bat, this is a lot of words to say a whole lot of nothing. But we'll get to why that choice was likely made. So, they claim that they dumped a bunch of rap songs into a database and had a computer analyze it to make new songs. That is effectively how AI art works. By now, everyone's probably heard of Dall-E, or its more public consumer version, Crayon, the AI image generator where you can give it a prompt like Mark Zuckerberg dressed as a maid, or Mickey Mouse riding Winnie the Pooh, and it spits out a group of disturbing images that vaguely look like what you asked for. It can do this because an AI has looked at thousands of photos of Mark Zuckerberg, maids, Mickey Mouse, and Winnie the Pooh to come up with these new drawings based on your prompt. So, in theory, if you Lil Pump 1,000 popular songs and pop culture references into a piece of software that's made to understand how a rap song is created and tell it to generate a new song, it's plausible that it could come up with something like this. Moonwalkin' with a shawty in the lobby, feel like Hank Hill when I raise the bobby. I don't see no fellas, like we playin' hockey. Moonwalkin' with a shawty in the lobby, feel like church, how your spirit leave your body. Fuck your idol, I look up to John Gotti. Right? You see those lyrics and you're told a computer made them and you go, oh, okay, well, that's pretty interesting that a computer was able to come up with that. It knows that Hank Hill is Bobby's dad. It knows that there aren't many black people in the NHL. And it knows that a rapper would think John Gotti is cool. That's actually kind of amazing when you think about it. That is a real song, by the way, or a real virtual song. It's called Moonwalkin', presented to you by this FN Meka character, an avatar that looks like it was made in a video game's create-a-character, probably intentionally, as it was created by a guy named Brandon Lee, who makes Fortnite skins or some shit. So, we have rap songs being performed by a character that looks like Robo69 on TikTok, and not surprisingly, it's a hit with the little goobers. These songs and the character rack up 10 million followers on the platform, and apparently over 1 billion views. This gets the attention of Capitol Records. The record labels see followers and views and figure they can translate that into money for themselves somehow. So they sign FN Meka to a contract. Yes, for the first time ever, a music label has signed a JPEG and an algorithm to a record contract. This is when the problems really start, because no one thought this was all stupid enough to begin with. First thing that happens is, the whole project gets called racist. That's right, everyone. Now even the robots aren't safe from cancel culture. An activist group named Industry Blackout calls Capitol Records out for signing an offensive caricature that is an amalgamation of gross stereotypes, appropriative mannerisms, and slurs infused in lyrics. Are they calling the computer racist? Well, not exactly. They're calling everyone in charge of the computer racist. Because, here's the thing. There's no actual black people involved in the project. At least, not publicly facing. The character was designed by Brandon Lee, an Asian dude, and marketed by a guy named Anthony Martini, a white dude with a bunch of bad tattoos. Neither of these guys should probably be using the N-word. So, Capitol Records basically goes, okay, well, I guess maybe we should have looked into this project more and, not just drooled over TikTok numbers. Sends out their deepest apologies, which are probably about as shallow as a splash pad, and in what also might be the first for a record label, drops the virtual artist 10 days after signing it. So, it's damage control time for FN Meka's team, and Anthony Martini basically just throws everyone under the bus. So, you know how I said it's mildly impressive that an AI came up with those lyrics? Well, what if I told you that an actual human being wrote, "Ridin' flawless, my bitch is gorgeous, flowers, gardens, living lawless, see me in the lane, then speed up, none of the lames can keep up, she wanna know where to meet up, giving me top with the seat up, seat up, seat up, seat up." Well, you'd probably say, wow, that's just uninspired derivative bullshit that any 14-year-old who has heard 4 rap songs ever could come up with. Right? This is why that choice was made earlier, to tell you that, well, an AI made recommendations and then we combine the elements. Because the truth is, there's no AI involved. None at all. In Anthony Martini's statement, which he starts by saying, "Oh, I didn't have anything to do with the creation of this character. I came on later as a manager and a marketing person. That's all." He says this, "I take full responsibility for the lack of transparency and confusion that my comments about AI elements in Meka's music may have caused. Those quotes were from a 2021 interview and were meant to create intrigue and provide cover for songs at the time which weren't ready for scrutiny. FN Meka's vocals have always been written and performed by humans, which, in this case, have been black voices, to be clear. In other words, they knew the songs were hot vomit mashed into a sorority house rug, that no one would think these songs were good if they were performed by some nobody, so they said a computer generated it all. But it's not racist that the robot said the N-word, because it wasn't a robot, it was a black guy. Yes, a guy named Kyle the Hooligan has recently come forward claiming he was the voice and writer of FN Meka, and that Factory New promised him equity and ownership in the project and didn't give him shit. So, now he's suing them. Now, the first red flag of all of this should have been that the whole thing was just made to sell NFTs. Factory New's other project was a rapper called Lil Bitcoin. I wish I was making that up. Which his first song was released as an NFT. Then they sold a Super Toilet NFT based on, I guess, something that appeared in an FN Meka TikTok video. Some moron bought that for about $6,500. Currently, someone's made an offer of $26 for it. Still a ripoff. But I suppose it's a fitting image, since the whole project's in the shitter now. They've either deleted all of FN Meka's videos on TikTok or made them private, and they've locked their Instagram account as well. So, just like so much real rap, like so many goofballs with colorful hair and face tattoos claiming that they're real gangstas, it turned out AI rap is absolute bullshit, at least for now. Could an AI generate rap songs? Maybe. But an AI didn't generate these shitty lyrics. A human did. Apparently, human rappers like The Game, Lil Mama, and Crazy Bone all spoke out against FN Meka being signed to a label, believing that this was the beginning of taking work away from actual people. And again, maybe someday it could. But this was all just a marketing stunt. The robot uprising isn't here yet. If artificial intelligence is still not intelligent enough to even come up with bland, derivative, barely rhyming rap lyrics, that they still need humans to do that, I think we can sleep soundly knowing Skynet's still a long ways away. Although, if a Terminator did break into my home and start rapping lyrics like, "I'm too lit, gotta move the street, fucking on a bitch out in Tennessee, I'm an AI, I'm a different beast, watch your whole life, think I'm on a team," and you couldn't bargain with it, couldn't reason with it, and it absolutely would not stop, then I think I'd be begging for Judgment Day.